everyone, welcome back to Working Moms Easy Meals. I'm Margarita Amplo with MCA Consulting, and we have a guest today in my kitchen. We have Rachel Byerly, right?
Yes.
From Epicure, and I was at an event and we just stumbled upon it, and I'm so excited to have you here and have everyone learn about your healthy foods and the different options that you're giving us.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here and share with you and with those of you watching, and
Great.
Super excited.
Awesome. So what are we going to be making today?
So we are going to be making our crispy crunchy lettuce wraps, chocolate temptation cupcakes, and we've got our pink lemonade already brewing.
Awesome.
And our goal is raw to ready in 20 minutes or less. So we're going to show how that happens, including dessert.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, great. Sounds good to me.
My theory is life is too short, so we always start with dessert because why not, right?
Why not? Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and just start with our chocolate temptation cupcakes. Now everything with gluten-free, everything Epicure is 100% gluten-free, and I know we mentioned right before we turned this on that we're peanut-free, which is important to you, and I know important to a lot of people. We're actually tree nut-free too, so only coconut's the only tree nut, which isn't really a tree nut here in the U.S., but we have to. For whatever reason, we've decided it is.
Okay.
So this is a gluten-free product, as is everything. So super easy. We're just going to add to this. We're going to need milk, oil, and apple cider vinegar.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, so we have our mix in here. I've added our olive oil, 1/3 of a cup. We're going to add a 1/2 cup of milk. No, a whole cup. I'm sorry. A whole cup. You're right.
Just want to make sure.
You're right. I'm sorry. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and then we'll need something to mix with.
A teaspoon of apple.
Yes, this is a 4-in-1 spice spoon, so it has all 4 measurements right on it, so you don't have
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you don't have to mess around in your drawer trying to find the right one. And this, it fits in all of our jars. It's in all your spice jars, so it, you're not trying to dump it out into the.
All right.
It's super convenient. All right.
I'm gonna mix it.
And then we're gonna pop these amazingly into our microwave to cook them. So this is our food grade, 100% food grade silicone. There's no fillers in here. It's perfectly safe for your food. Nothing's going to leach out into it. And I don't know if it's dangerous or a good thing, but this is gonna make our cupcakes in 2.5 minutes, which is
We'll be doing this all the time.
super easy. And you can do other things in here. If you're not using Epicure, you can use your standard boxes that you might find in the store. They're not going to be as clean as our products are, but it's possible. Side note, if you let your gluten-free batter sit for about 20 minutes, it makes it, incorporates the flours a little bit better, but not necessary. When you want cupcakes and you need cupcakes, you don't need to wait that 20 minutes.
Right. And you don't even need to put the foil liner in it either.
No foil, no liner, and if you notice, we didn't even oil it.
Yeah. Perfect.
So,
okay.
and then we'll
how many minutes?
We're going to do 2.5, and everyone's microwave varies, so we'll see what it looks like.
And 2.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And meanwhile, while those are cooking, we're gonna get dinner started. So this is our multi-purpose steamer, which is the magic. This is like where the magic happens. And you might think, I don't want to cook my dinner in a microwave. There's all the rumors, right? That everything turns out rubbery or dry. And the magic of our
healthy aspect of it too.
Yes.
So you really want,
And those are a lot. There are a ton of studies out there. Like Harvard has one out that there's no harm in using microwaves to cook your food. And it's actually one of the healthiest ways to cook because it's fast. And the faster you cook your food, the more nutrients and everything stay locked in. So we actually, with our steamer, it locks in oil and moisture. You can actually do a whole chicken in here in 20 minutes in your microwave.
Wow.
And it is like done and amazing, moist and juicy and all that. So we're going to, Margarita has our ground beef that we're going to use. And when I got here, she said, I forgot to defrost it. And I said, that's okay, because we can still make this work. This is a shelf that comes in the multi-purpose steamer. I'll explain a little bit more, but I want to get this on its way. So we have our ground beef in here, frozen, solid. And we're gonna be making our crispy crunchy lettuce wraps. You can use pork, you can use turkey, you can use ground beef, you can use ground soy. Like you can mix and match just because the recipe calls for pork and you chose ground beef. Totally fine. Okay. And I love it because it's something you already had in your freezer.
Right.
So you come home after a long day at work or you've been out all day with the kids and you have to make dinner fast and you're I didn't defrost anything. Boom, done.
Perfect. Okay.
So we're going to add to this, actually, yeah, we're going to add to this what's on the back right here. So we're going to add 2 diced bell peppers, which Margarita already has chopped up for us. Yep. So that's something you can prep like the day before, you know, if you're thinking ahead. It doesn't take that long to cut up some peppers. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of water. Would you like to use our 4-in-1 spoon? So that's the tablespoon. Right. Yep. And then we're going to do a teaspoon each of sesame oil and soy sauce.
And what are the benefits of sesame oil? I've never cooked with it.
That is a fantastic question. I know it just has another flavoring to it. I believe it's one that we can cook at a high temperature with, but don't quote me up. Medium heat. Okay. So, and I know I got this one at Whole Foods. It's, you know, unrefined, so it's a better quality. Right. It has a flavor to it that just, you know, it might not be the grapeseed or the olive oil that maybe you're used to. We don't use it a lot. You know, it's a teaspoon in there. So this is literally, we're just putting this in here, not doing much to it because that's frozen meat. We're just gonna pop, let that sit on there while we pop this in. I always make sure the steam vents are away from the handles so they're not getting at you when you take it out.
And then we're
gonna pop those out. You can see how they got all fluffy. Right. That's dessert. We're gonna let those sit because we find when things cool, they come out easier.
And how long for this one?
Let's pop that in. Let's start with 5 minutes because it is frozen, and then we'll mash it up. We'll drain off some of the grease. So while that's cooking, I just want to share a little bit more about that steamer. You can do all sorts of things. As I said, you can do a chicken. We're doing ground beef. You can do bacon in it when you use the tray. I don't know about you, but do you enjoy bacon?
Yeah.
What don't you like about bacon? Like, but when I cook it, like it's like it gets everywhere.
Yeah, it's greasy. It's all over the place in the kitchen. Makes the kitchen messy.
Yeah. And the house smells like bacon for like 3 days.
Right. Yeah.
And I love the smell of bacon, but after a while, it's like, does it really still smell like bacon? And then you got to clean it up, right? All that grease, and you got to figure out what to do with it. So in the multi-purpose steamer, you can put your bacon on the tray. You put the lid on it. Put this in the steamer, and about a minute per slice, you can have crispy bacon.
Wow.
And all the grease is contained with the holes. It's able to drip down to the bottom, and then you can pour your grease out into your trash can, or maybe you save it to make your eggs, you know, whatever you want to do with your grease. Yeah. And then all of our silicone cookware is dishwasher safe.
Nice.
So that messy cleanup of the grease, it is no more. Okay, so we've got our meat in the microwave in that multi-purpose steamer, and we put it in for 5 minutes from frozen, and we took it out and we were able now to mash it up to get everything blended together, and we popped it back in for another 5 minutes. Perfect. So that's working on it. So while that's cooking and finishing up, we're gonna make a sauce to go on top of our lettuce wraps. Nice. So this is our teppanyaki sauce. It mimics the yum yum sauce that you might find in a restaurant. So all we need for this is mayonnaise, which I saw over here, water, rice vinegar, and sesame oil. All right, so we need 1/3 cup of mayo. And I know you said
this is just the sauce, right?
This is just for the sauce for on top of the lettuce.
So tell me about your mayo product, because I have a son that has allergies. So she told me about this great mayo.
Yeah, and I didn't even think about it. I didn't realize there was an egg. We have a Better Than Mayo product where you can make homemade mayonnaise. It doesn't have eggs. It doesn't have much of anything in it. But you can use it with any kind of oil. Usually a lighter oil like a grapeseed or an avocado would work best. So we are, and it makes a great egg replacement, so you can bake with it and such. All right, let's make up this teppanyaki, and then we'll take a peek at how our meat is doing. So this is, all of our recipes are right on the back of our jars, so you don't have to go searching for them, although we do have additional recipes on the website. So that our packets have all the recipes right on the back too, to make it really easy. So a third of a cup of mayonnaise. We need 2 tablespoons of our mix. That one's clean. So if you want to dig out 2 tablespoons, you can see how that fits in our jars.
Oh, nice.
Makes it so much easier.
Yeah. It's like a heaping.
That's all right.
2 of it?
2 tablespoons. Perfect. And then we need we need a tablespoon of water, 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar.
A tablespoon of water.
A tablespoon of water, 2 teaspoons of rice, and a teaspoon of sesame oil. It can be a dipping sauce or a sauce to put, you know, we're gonna put it on top of our lettuce wraps. We do offer a lot of different dipping mixes, things you can make your homemade salad dressings with. Super easy to make, you know, and I mean, the ingredients are super simple. There's, again, nothing crazy in here.
Wow.
There's actually, does this have, this one does not. We have a number of products that have nutritional yeast in them as well, which is such an added benefit. But, you know, this is just, that has the miso flavoring in there as well. So that was super easy to make.
Yeah.
While this is cooking, you're able to make up that sauce. Let's see how this looks.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's great. So a total of how many minutes from frozen was it?
So this was 10.
Okay.
And as we're mashing it up, you can still see a little pink.
Yeah.
You know, it is ground beef, so pink doesn't necessarily, you know, depends how you like your ground beef.
Right.
So I would say, but actually, it's kind of cooking itself as you mash it up. So at this point, it would be personal preference. So we can pop this in for another.
For a little bit longer.
Yeah. But what I'm going to show real quick. Do you have a small bowl? Actually, I can do it right into this mayonnaise. If you can see what I do here, this is super flexible. So what I like to do, if it'll do it, there might not be enough in here to do it, is that you can actually pour out any grease that's lingering in there.
Oh, wow. Okay, nice.
So all of that extra grease doesn't have to go into your food, and you're not dealing with trying to, you know, when you do it on the stovetop and trying to get the grease out of the pan. And I know when I do that, half the meat comes out too.
Right, yeah.
So this is flexible, and it's not, I mean, it's warm. And, you know, if you gotta watch the steam coming out, but it's not so, you know, it's not that I can't do that. So
Right. Perfect.
So then we have our lettuce wraps, our lettuce ready. We need a plate to put our wraps on. And Margarita already made up some rice for us. As I said, you can make this in your steamer if you want. You can make it on your stovetop and make it however you'd like to. So you can see a meal is coming together. The meat is taking up maybe 11 minutes to cook. Still super fast. We'll just go ahead and we'll make some lettuce wraps here. When I make these at home, I end up making them as deconstructed lettuce wraps because they end up falling apart when I go to eat them anyway. That's okay. All right. So we're getting our veggies in, we're getting our healthy carbs, we're getting our meats and our proteins, some healthy fat to go in there as well. So we're all about making a balanced plate, you know, and making it, you know, not a ton of one thing, you know, and not a ton of rice. So we can just put some rice on each one of those. And do like a little scoop, you know, make it proportional to what we have. And then we'll scoop some meat on top as well.
It smells really good.
It's awesome. Honestly, this is how our meals are designed to be that quick, that easy. So we'll just put some teppanyaki sauce on here. You can see even, like, I don't like to cook. I have no ability to do so. Was not born with it. I grew up on TV dinners, and look how beautiful that looks.
Awesome.
And then we have our dessert ready to go also. So these were our cupcakes we did 3 minutes, and they're gonna pop out of here. Super easy. So there's our cupcakes all ready to go, and you can see that nothing stuck to the pan.
Right.
So those will pop all out.
And it'll go right in the dishwasher.
No, right in the dishwasher. Or if you really want to wash it by hand, it's like shoop shoop and it's done. There's a teppanyaki. And we've got a beverage too, so.
And I love these beverages because they don't have any sugar in them.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit more. This is the lemonade.
So this is our pink lemonade, and Margarita did this as a cold brew. She literally started it before we started this video, so that was maybe half hour ago, and it's done. It's ready. I sometimes do it as a hot brew and then cool it down. But there is nothing yucky in here at all. No sugar. They're caffeine free. It's just pure goodness. Lots of flavor. It's a real, the pink lemonade's got a tart flavor to it like lemonade does, and it will mimic your frozen lemonade concentrate. So if you need to replace, that with something that's a little bit healthier, a lot bit healthier, I mean, this is all natural. It's herbal. Right. We have 3 different flavors of tea right now. They're a summer product. So we have pink lemonade, we have blue butterfly, which actually I had someone taste last week, and without me saying anything to them, they tasted it and goes, "This tastes like blue Kool-Aid."
Oh, wow.
It does. It tastes like blue Kool-Aid.
Okay.
So it's like a nostalgic thing, right?
Yeah, there you go. The kids will like that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you add citrus to it, it changes color.
Oh, nice. I can try that one.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, this looks great. I love this flavor.
Yeah,
it's
and
great.
Hibiscus Bliss is our other one. It's my daughter's favorite. So.
Well, thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks so much.
Yum.
So if you want to learn more about your products, what's the best way for us to get into contact with you?
So the best way is reach out to me. You can reach out via email. I guess that's probably the best way to tell you. Rachel's epiccooking@gmail.com. Epicure.com, search for me as your consultant. And I know you're going to drop some links down below in the video.
Exactly, right.
I have a Facebook group that is constantly, we're very active in there. Yeah.
Great.
We've got some great programs and great things to try. So
well, thank you. Well, thanks for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And we'll definitely have Rachel over again sometime soon.
Sounds great.
All right,
thanks so much.
Take care.